Ever wondered if there's a magic button to instantly boost your credit score? We've all been there, staring at that number, wondering how to nudge it higher. Maybe you're saving for a down payment, dreaming of a new car, or just want to snag that lower interest rate. The truth is, building good credit takes time and effort. But what if there was a tool that could give you a little boost, a little nudge in the right direction? That's what we're talking about today, Experian Boost. Now, before we dive in, let's be clear. Experian Boost isn't a magic wand. It's not going to instantly catapult you into the 800 club. But it can be a valuable tool, especially if you're just starting out on your credit journey or trying to rebuild your credit after some bumps in the road. So, how does it work? That's the million-dollar question, or perhaps the "how much will it boost my score" question. Experian Boost works by letting you connect your bank accounts to your Experian account. It then looks at your payment history for things like utility bills, phone bills, and even streaming services. Things you're already paying for, things that typically don't get reported to the credit bureaus. Here's the key. Experian Boost takes that positive payment history and adds it to your Experian credit report. This can be especially helpful if you have a thin credit file, meaning you haven't had a lot of credit accounts in the past. It gives lenders a more complete picture of your responsible financial behavior. Now, the big question: how much will it boost your score? Unfortunately, there's no single answer. It depends on a lot of factors, including your current credit score, the positive payment history it finds in your bank accounts, and the specific scoring model being used. Experian itself states that most users see an increase, but the amount varies. Some people might see a small bump, while others might see a more significant improvement. Think of it like adding extra weight to a scale. If the scale is already pretty heavy, the extra weight might not make a huge difference. But if the scale is relatively light, that extra weight can be more noticeable. The same goes for your credit score. It's also important to remember that Experian Boost only impacts your Experian credit report. While many lenders use Experian data, they also pull reports from Equifax and TransUnion. So, while a boost on your Experian report is definitely a positive, it's not the only piece of the puzzle. Another thing to keep in mind is that Experian Boost is free to use. There's no cost to connect your accounts and see if it helps. So, in that sense, there's really no downside to trying it out. You might be surprised at the difference it makes. Now, let's talk about some of the potential downsides. While it's generally safe, you are giving Experian access to your bank account information. So, it's essential to make sure you're comfortable with that. Experian does use secure encryption to protect your data, but it's always good to be aware of the potential risks. Also, remember that Experian Boost is not a substitute for responsible credit management. It's still crucial to pay your bills on time, keep your credit utilization low, and avoid taking on too much debt. Experian Boost can be a helpful tool, but it's just one piece of the overall credit building puzzle. So, is Experian Boost worth it? In most cases, yes. It's free, it can potentially improve your credit score, and it gives lenders a more complete picture of your financial behavior. While the amount of the boost varies, it's definitely worth exploring, especially if you have a thin credit file or are trying to rebuild your credit. With said, thanks for watching, and until next time.